Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's like, let's do it again. Let's do it like a morning meeting. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
That's what I like. That's what I like. I knew I'd get that from agents. It's really good. Excellent. So welcome today. Thanks for making it down. I know some of you have had a bad journey. So we had a bad journey. It took us 4 hours to get here. And these two guys that came with me, they got up they were at the gym at 1 o'clock this morning. How incredible was that? There you go. Start. Yeah, exactly. So, welcome to saving sales and protecting fees. Okay, so today is going to be divided into two. I'm just getting used to this PowerPoint. I don't want to do death by PowerPoint, but last time I was told that I don't normally use PowerPoint, so I was told that I need some PowerPoint. So if you're visual people, have a look. I'll be talking as well, so you can just focus on me if you like. So today is in two parts. I say it's saving sales, which is the part that I'm going to be looking after, and I'll introduce that in a second. There'll be protecting fees. Protecting fees is by the famous, or infamous, we say, Richard Rawlings, who's out there in the corner. I'm sure you know Richard. So that's the agenda for today. Sorry, we couldn't get this slightly quite right, but the agenda is we're going to start 5 minutes late. I'm going to speak just before the coffee break until around about 11, just really to help everyone understand why conveyancing and saving yourselves are so important. I mean, it's pretty obvious, and it should be, isn't it? But I'll come on to my history. We don't always treat it as important as I think we can do. I think that's going to transform our businesses. So I'm going to speak to you about that. And then after the tea break, I'm going to speak to you about practical things that you could be doing with your conveyancers to actually improve your customer service and improve your money. Okay? You're a hard crowd. I'm going to do that all this morning. How fantastic. Is it going to be a tough crowd today? Okay. It's on camera, please. When I make a joke or I'm laughing, please. We can't add the laughter afterwards. Okay. The jokes get worse, by the way. Jokes get worse. Right, so first of all, I want to give yourself a little bit of an introduction about myself, just so really, not just to show off, but just to explain to you that really I understand your frustrations. I understand where you guys are coming from. I understand that it's so annoying not to get your cases through and you know, get paid on them really. So my background as a lawyer is slightly unusual. I started off as an estate agent. I was an estate agent before I was a lawyer. I started off as a Saturday boy. Became a negotiator, valuer, eventually owned and ran several estate agency businesses. So that was my background, but during that time, actually I became sort of so frustrated by the way that we were being treated by our conveyancers and the solicitors that were instructed. We had to do something about it. I don't know if you can imagine this, I'm sure you guys may not or may understand this. What is it like to be doing all those deals, bringing all that stock in, working really hard on it, and then not getting paid on it, okay, it going abortive, okay, so in your mind, you've got all this turnover and you think, oh, fantastic, it's going to come in. Yeah, but then it doesn't. And if you're like me, I've already spent my money, I've already counted my money, I already think it's going to come in. So, and it wasn't happening. Okay, so we are open 7 days a week. Is anyone open 7 days a week here? No? Well, we were open 7 days a week. We were really doing really well, getting lots of stock in. We weren't looking after the back end properly because we were being let down by our solicitors. The other thing that really frustrated us was not only were they affecting our money, but they were affecting our reputation with our clients. Have you ever been blamed for something that a solicitor's done? Anyone here ever been blamed for that? Always, isn't it? And that was affecting us. So we're a bit extreme. So it's my brother and I, we're both estate agents, and we thought, enough is enough. We were like that scene from the TV where the newscaster, who remembers the newscaster, Peter Falk? Okay, forget about that then. But it was just too much for us. So we were a bit extreme, so we thought we'd qualify as well. So we joined the dark side. We made that decision to join the dark side and actually become lawyers at the same time that we had an estate agent business. What we wanted to do really is find lawyers and have our own lawyers that actually gave us practical solutions and actually were focused on getting the clients moved. So that's what we did. The hard work's paid off. You know, we're doing very well at the moment. I'm saying this, I want you to really know, I want to try and give you solutions. I want to try and explain it and give you solutions that you know, and you've got faith that you can take home, back to your office, and actually put systems into place with your current solicitors that actually you can make improvements on. And I've got to give you my background and explain to you, if you don't mind, why it's so important, the realisation that we went through. I'm going to go through that process that we did to hopefully understand and motivate you to really get focused on this. So it worked out well for us. Now we do exclusively with conveyancing up and down the country. We're the only conveyancing only firm in the UK to appear in the top legal 500 firms in the UK. We're recommended by some of the best estate agents in the country. We're the world's most award-winning firm of solicitors. We've got 38 awards in the last 3 years. That includes 9 awards from the Sunday Times, the estate agency awards from the Sunday Times, and the negotiator awards as well. Now that's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to do this, right? We're going to divide the room into 2. This half, we want to give the positive news. You're going to say, yay! Should we try that?
Yay!
Do it one more time.
Yay!
Right, okay, good. This is the other half of the room. Okay, so when I negative news, I'm going to say, and you're going to say, boo! Should we try it? Boo! One more time. Boo! Great, okay, right. So, we're the world's most award-winning solicitors.
Yay!
A bit more?
Yay!
Good, that's it. Now I feel like I'm important now. I feel I'm making a difference now. But what we've done is really, we've never come out of a estate agency in the way that we feel. We're very much like, you say you can take the boy out of a estate agency, we can't take estate agency out of the boy. So we very much run our business like an estate agency. So we have 8 o'clock morning meetings. Like estate agent, we talk about properties that we want to push, problem cases, pledges and things like this. We pay our staff commission, so they get paid commission not only on the number of deals they get through to completion, but also they pay commission only if they get the client survey score right. Okay, so that's really important for us. Customer service is what we focused on as estate agents and what we focus on now. So that's really just a bit about us, really. I want to say that to you because I want to help you. I want to help you believe that we've got solutions and you have to make some small changes that will make a tremendous difference to your business. Does that sound good?
Yay!
Good. Excellent. So that makes me feel good anyway. And the jokes, well, nothing gets better than this. This is the height of it at the moment, okay? So this is, so you don't have to watch this. This is stuff that will just help you visualise if you're a visual person. So, as I said, I want to spend time with you this morning, the first part of it, actually just explaining to you just the background of why conveyancing is so important. Now, when I was a estate agent, I didn't really appreciate that, and when a conveyancer came into my office, I always thought he was touting for business. I didn't really want to speak to him. It wasn't really. Do you ever have that feeling when a conveyancer comes to you? Do you? You must have that feeling. Yeah, that's what it's like. So we were very much like that. So we didn't really embrace that. But actually, when I realised how important it was, then that's why we made the change. We realised actually that's crucial to our business. So I've got the first section. There's knowledge without action costs money. So that's what I want you to do today. So I want to give you lots of information. You don't have to apply all of it, but you need to apply some of it. Okay? Because otherwise, what happens? I switched off my ringer. I've got an Apple Watch. Let's get off my phone. So you've got to apply that. Okay, because you may come and you may say some of these things are like common sense, and you think, well, I know that. But the difference is, are you doing it? Now, who's had that situation? Who's had members of staff? You tell them, you give them feedback, they say, I know that already. You ever had that? But are they doing it? No. Okay, so that's what I want to do today. And knowledge also is not everything. You must take action. Okay, you must take action. That's what process that we went through. We realised we had to do something about it. That's not me with the six-pack, by the way. It's not me. But if knowledge was everything, okay, if it was all about knowledge, my jokes, I know you're laughing at my jokes, which is good. You're laughing at me rather than the jokes, which is still people are happy to see. So, if knowledge was everything, we'd all have six-packs and we'd all be billionaires. That's what that's trying to represent. What I'm saying is we've got to take some action.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, no worries. The other thing I'd like to say to you is please take notes. Okay, again, not on everything, but on the things that you're going to take back and apply, please take notes. And I say that because it's going to help you. Because the retention rate, just a bit of academic stuff, the retention rate, if you don't take notes, 48 hours, you only, guess how much you remember if you don't take notes within 48 hours?
None of it.
That's almost there. Anyone?
5%.
Anyone higher? Anyone higher? Auction.
5%.
25%. Okay. If you make notes, how much do you reckon?
70.
Very close. 65%. Okay. And the best way you get an 80% retention rate if you train it within, you train someone else on it within 48 hours. So it's really important to take notes. Not everything, but to take notes. And the other thing, I want it to be quite an interactive experience. So if you've got any questions, please ask questions. We'll probably have time for a Q&A at the end, but I'm happy to take questions while we're going through. If it's going to be a long question, then maybe we can do it during the break or lunchtime. But I'm happy to take questions. So, quick question, just make sure you'll get, what do you want? What do you want out of this morning? So I'm going to tailor it to meet your needs. I want you to get real benefit out of this. You've come here, you've all invested your money and time. What do you want out this morning? Anyone? What do you want to learn from this part of the seminar today? Anyone?
Even just one useful thing to put into practice that will help.
Okay.
Apply.
Okay, so useful things to get you to exchange. Yeah, okay, good. Hey, anyone? Sorry?
Well, at least one would
Okay. So one, you're going to have more than one. But if you apply, the main thing is applying it. Anyone else? Anything? Have you got? So the other question is, what questions do you want to ask your conveyancer and never felt you got a straight answer? You must have questions like that when you call them and you think they're ready. They say they're ready to exchange, and then you call on Friday when they said they'd be ready, they're not ready. Yeah, does that ever happen to anyone?
Yeah.
Sorry? Plenty of times. Anyone else? Anyone got like burning issues?